It's really gross.
Yeah, I don't really want to. Here, you go in there, Kenzie. Okay. This was on film. Are you guys coming? Guys, it looks like Winston Churchill's at the end of this.
Oh, hey, yeah, you're right. Now we can probably turn around.
Come on, Megan. You gotta come along too.
Whoa, where are we? Who are you?
Hey kids, it's Winston Churchill. And this is my house. But first, I have to go to the bathroom.
Plan to go out with a bang, not a whimper. Still gotta watch my temper. Watch over both shoulders cause of what I'm into. Sometimes I get emotional cause of what I've been through. It goes anger, that's one of my hang-ups.
So tell us about yourself, Winston.
Well, kids, I was born November 30th, 1874 in Woodstock, Oxfordshire. My father, Lord Randolph Churchill, was the British cabinet member responsible for all the economic and financial matters. At a young age, I was always interested in the military, playing with toy soldiers, mock warfare, the stuff, stuff like that.
Tell us more about your teen years.
Well, I attended Sandhurst Royal Military College. As a cavalry cadet, I graduated and was commissioned in the British Army. I served as a war correspondent, and to deal with the grief of my father's death, I joined the army, and I was captured in the Boer War, and I didn't escape till a month later where I staged an awesome, dramatic escape from the captivity.
So what about your political involvement?
Well, I actually became a member of the parliament in 1900, standing with the conservatives, because, I always want free trade. That's a big thing in my world. In 1911, I was appointed First Lord of the Admiralty for World War I. I ordered the British Navy into the Dardanelles to aid Russians. My fleet, however, encountered a row of undetected mines that destroyed a large portion of the British and French naval force. So I screwed up, but don't worry about it, because I'm Winston Churchill, and that's okay.
So Winston, what happened after that?
Well, naturally, I was stripped of my title as First Lord of the Admiralty of World War I, and I was put to shame in front of the whole world and lived the next 8 years of my life in shame.
From 1919 to 1921, Churchill was Secretary of State for War and Air, and he supervised demobilization. In 1921, he became Colonial Secretary, and he helped negotiate the treaty that would result in Irish Home Rule. He realigned himself with the Conservatives, but was appointed Chancellor of the Exchequer. But his tenure as Chancellor was marked by national unrest and economic instability. However, he returned Britain to the gold standard and battled hard against labor unions.
Chamberlain wanted someone as Prime Minister who would command support of all three major parties in Britain. So constitutional monarch George VI asked Churchill to be Prime Minister and to form an all-party government. In 1940, Churchill delivered the Blood, Toils, Tears, and Sweat speech, where he promises to lead Great Britain against the Nazi Germans in their darkest days of the war. Winston's military strategy was centered on attacking the soft underbelly of Europe or the Mediterranean instead of France. The Battle of Britain occurred in 1940 and was Germany's first significant defeat of the war. It convinced Hitler to attempt conquering weaker countries before Britain again. Churchill helped organize the Operation D-Day, which helped lead to the liberation of Western Europe and the defeat of Germany. Following failure in Norway, the country did not have confidence in Chamberlain's prosecution of the war, so he resigned. Winston was not only the one in charge, he created and took the additional position of Minister of Defense, and he immediately put his trusted friend Lord Beaverbrook in charge of aircraft production. It was because of him that Britain was able to put up a fight in the skies and made a difference in the war.
Winston Churchill influenced several people during his rule as Prime Minister, including George Orwell and his writing of the book 1984. Orwell named the main character Winston Smith, with the first name standing for Winston Churchill, who was considered a heroic figure and was the ruler of England at the time.
During World War II in Britain, the economy got a lot worse due to all of the money used for war. It also made a lot more jobs for women in the factories used to make supplies for war. All capable men ages 18 to 41 were called out for war, although some scientists and engineers were left to work and make new advancements. Britain lost 300,000 fighting men and 60,000 civilians to air raids. Many British people also lost their homes during the air raids.
That's how it's done, kids.
Wow, I learned so much.
I'm stuck.
Little fruity pebbles, fruity pebbles, fruity pebbles. How gangsta is that?
Kids? Hey kids. Kids.